Me and my ex-boyfriend had a surprise picnic day and
I need to work. I need to work so bad. I barely worked this week. Why are you here, sir? Good morning. Kinda. It is 12:16 p.m. I know called no shit at work. I feel really, really bad about it. Sad. All the fucking time. I'm sad all the time, and I'm routine based. And I don't have a fucking routine. And so I'm just like, all the time, I need to get a routine. And I love my boyfriend. I love him so much. I feel like I'm being destroyed. I feel like I'm self-sabotaging. And I want him to see me at my best. And I'm just not at my best ever. It is 2:23 p.m. So, update. I went to health insurance office. I applied for food stamps and health insurance. My boyfriend is still, I hope he's asleep. I don't know, he was supposed to get off at 11, and I texted him, and I was like, he didn't respond. I mean, he texted, I don't know. So, whatever. This day doesn't feel real, and it's because of my bipolar, I feel like. I had lunch, which I'm really happy about because I need to eat more. I need to take care of myself. And it was pretty good. It was pasta with hot dog, which I know is like super white, but it's okay. I'm watching YouTube on my couch. I'm just falling apart and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I'm wearing out my resources. That's it right now. And then I got broken up with. I'm not gonna talk long because there's plenty of context sprinkled throughout the video, but I thought I would summarize some of the incident here because I didn't really talk about the breakup itself much in the video, just like how I felt about the situation. So he broke up with me over text around 9 p.m., stating that I was way too much to handle emotionally, which, seeing the vlogs prior, like the afternoon of, I get it. However, from my perspective, during it, the breakup was absolutely out of nowhere. He had spent the night and left for work from my apartment that morning, and he said I love you after a call maybe like 1 to 2 hours before the breakup. What I do still find weird, which I think I'll talk about later, is that he texted a few of my close friends saying I couldn't be alone because I was emotionally unstable because of the breakup, but he didn't know that. But also, if you're gonna break up with me because I was too much emotionally, why are you still going out of your way to try to support my emotional well-being? Get ready with me to unwind in self-care after my ex-boyfriend, or my boyfriend, broke up with me. Truthfully, it still hurts. I'll keep it 100. We broke up yesterday, and I'm gonna keep it 100. It was really hard because I had been pursuing him for like 2.5, 3 months prior, and then we only dated for like a month and a half. But if the relationship was going fast already, so we, not like to like air out my dirty laundry on TikTok or whatever, but we broke up because of like emotional differences. I'm mentally ill, that we were just in 2 different spots on how to handle my episodes, and there was just a lack of communication. Am I sad? Abso-freaking-lutely. I was crying really hard. I really don't like that he broke up with me, right? Basically over text, and then I called him to like talk it out, essentially. Not low-key beg for him back, but that's besides the point. And then he texted all my friends being like, hey, can you be with her? I don't think she is safe to be alone. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not a liability, and if you broke up with me because of how much you thought I was emotionally a lot, then I don't think you get the right to text all my friends being like, she's gonna hurt herself. Plus, I didn't hurt myself, I wasn't going to. Was I sad? Yeah. Was I emotional? Yeah, because I really thought, like, it came out of nowhere for me. He said that he'd been thinking about it a lot, which is like, ow. And so I was just more shocked at the abruptness rather than the reasoning. I understand. I only like the fact that we built our relationship on communication, and then it felt like this came out of nowhere. But I also just don't like the fact that he texted all my friends being like, be there for her, she can't be alone right now. Because I'm an adult, so you broke up with me for the fact that I was exhausting. So why are you going through the work of indirectly checking up on me? Does that make sense? I just need to remember how to take care of myself, be nice to myself, be alone, be, you know, the whole shebang. Get back in a routine of just me and doing me and being the best me I can So.
Let's say something, and I'll mix it into a song. Here we go.
They hit the button.
Good morning, class. I think I'm gonna walk to the library today, and I wanna bring a breakfast because the library opens at 9, and I think I'll be there. Like if I leave like the next 5 minutes, then I'm gonna be there before that because I am a New York walker. I think I'm gonna do a peach because I need to eat this soon. I'll just maybe do my leftover fruit. I think that sounds great. So I can think of every drop I think of. My little soda pop. I love the sound. I know what's gonna do now. Oh. Yeah, let me cut it this week. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have a fruit salad as fuck for breakfast. I don't really have much either. My thing is I also want to pack my cold brew. Ooh. Goes in there. But I don't know if I have like a small portable thing. We'll have to find out. These cherries are going bad, so I'm going to bring them along. I don't have a small container because logistically I need like a mason jar size thing. I drink my cold brew at home. Or enjoy my cold brew elsewhere. I wanna go to hunt. Guys, I think I have nothing. Half joking, half not, considering bringing Tupperware full of cold brew. Guys, I'm not playing about my cold brew. We don't have like a scrolling thing. But Tupperware seems to be the least scary option. I might do a Tupperware full of cold brew. I want nobody to tell me I'm not whimsical as I'm making cold brew in a Tupperware. Over here. Cold brew in the Tupperware. Okay. And I'm not gonna like be doing backflips on the way. A straw for my cold brew. Oh. So, this, I've got my water. My little soda pop. Fit check.
Guys, I don't know how good my mic quality is, but we're on the way. Ooh. My only like thought process right now is I'm hungry, right? And I'm like 20 minutes out, which is fine. But my thing is, do I eat when I get there? But I want like a book to read, right? That's my thing, is that I'm going to the library to grab a book. If I eat before, I won't have anything to like enjoy while I read at the park. But if I wait a bit longer, but also I don't want my cold brew to get warm. That's another big concern, is my cold brew. So I don't know. Nonetheless, I forgot that I walk like a New Yorker, and we're basically here like 7 minutes later. Okay, Google Maps said it's gonna take 51 minutes. No, I've been walking for 20. It said it'd take like 50 minutes to get here. Granted, I'm not here yet, but it's like in the horizon. So I'm basically here, and it's only like 46, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I'm thinking about my cold brew still. I am thinking about my cold brew still. So I might just enjoy my cold brew while I wait for the library to open, right? So like it's not warm or gross. However, I can still enjoy my breakfast with everything else. I'll just refill my water bottle so I have something to sip on, because I need to stay hydrated. But yeah, guys, I have essentially arrived. Keyword essentially because the library's that way. But it's like 8:52. That's enough time to drink my cold brew. I'm out of water, which is okay. But it is a little toasty. I'm a little sweaty. Thank God I brought my deodorant because I'm a stinky girl. It's like 95 outside right now, or something like that. Low mid 90s. And I will admit, I definitely wore the wrong shoes. I went more for aesthetics, which is my bad. But they're Adidas, so I thought it'd be fine. Plot twist. I'm gonna get close to the library and then find a place to pop a squat to drink my cold brew. That's the spot where me and my ex-boyfriend had a surprise picnic day, and he got me my first and only a bouquet of flowers. Am I sad? A little bit. I'll keep it 100. But I'm gonna do great. I'm gonna do fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing so fine. Is it gonna hit me later? Maybe. But also maybe not. The grass over there just got water. And so there's no like real place to pop a squat. And somehow it'll be pretty because I'm in the shot. You know, narcissistic. But I'm gonna enjoy my cold brew. With the cold brew swirl, I'm so sad. Do I look silly doing it? Absolutely. Do I care? No, because this is so good. I want to be whimsical. I feel like this is like peak whimsical. Okay. Cold brew. Done. Good. Wow, so good. Anyways, library time. Guess who is home AF? So, round up this morning. So I walked there. I didn't actually end up walking back because I ended up staying a fat minute inside the library and reading, which I'm not mad at, nonetheless. So I read inside because it was getting toasty AF. And I had my breakfast. I didn't finish it because I forget that I have a small appetite, but it was all fruit, so I'm not like, oh my god, you went to waste. I just put it in the fridge and I'll have it later. And then I ended up just ordering an Uber home. I did like the wait and save thing, and then I waited and read in like the lobby area. And it was great. It was fantastic. And then the Uber driver asked me out. Kind of. I don't know. I'm not really that good with social cues. But he was like, I don't know, I saw that he was like, you just made my day. And I was like, we chatted for a bit. He's like, oh, your boyfriend would be so lucky. And I was like, actually, I got broken up with like 2 days ago. He's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. We talked about that for a bit. Talked about his ex-girlfriend. And then he was like, how old are you, by the way? And I was like, oh, I just turned 20. A week ago. Well, I didn't say that, but you know. He was like, oh, like, happy belated birthday. I was like, oh, thanks so much. And then he was like, if I didn't like accept another like Uber right after this, I would have totally taken you out for breakfast. And I was like, oh no, like it's okay, like not a worry. And then I left because it was a short drive. But is that being asked out? I don't know. I know nothing. In the grand scheme of everything, I know nothing. 0.0. Plans for today, I have no idea. The world is my oyster, and I'm going to become a clam. So. I actually really wasn't intending on making like a full video about this, to be honest, but I think there's value in it. Honestly, I'm okay. I'm actually like shocked at how okay I am, and not even like in a manic way. I just got back on health insurance. I just got EBT, and those are big things I wanted to do. Like I'm accomplishing that. I'm getting back in my hobbies. I just made a whole cover last night, which I'm really happy about, and I think it's so beautiful. And also I included him in it because it was like a cinematic of like all my favorite moments, and I included him in some because I think like whether or not it's over, there is still immense value, and there's beautiful moments that we shared, and despite it being over and I wasn't really ready or expecting it to be over, it is, and I think that's okay. I will say though, I am never gonna give myself all of the credit for the breakup being so, I don't know, I'm not gonna say easy, absolutely not. But like not as detrimental as I kind of and everyone expected it to. I'm gonna give it to my friends because holy shit, I didn't think I had that immense of a support system, but my heart is so full. One thing I made sure to like do while in the relationship was not give all of myself to him, in the sense that I still went out with my friends. Even though sometimes I went out with him and my friends were not discarded in any context. I made time for them in any context I could have. And I think that really benefited me, and not even like in a transactional kind of way, because I really didn't think of how badly I would need to rely on them in a time like 2 days ago. But I went out with a couple people. I spent the night at a place. Like, it was, and my brother came over yesterday. I think that really helped. And now today I'm completely independent, in the sense that I went on my own. I walked to the library, as shown. I will say that nights are still hard. I'll keep it 100. I do really miss, I kind of low-key got accustomed to going to bed early and then getting woken up at like midnight, 1 a.m. by a call from him when he gets off work. So that was a little difficult, is like waking up and checking my phone in the middle of the night and seeing nothing, because duh. I wish I could say that I want to be friends, because in the sense that I didn't want the relationship to be over, but I think for like the sake of my mental health, I think it would be wise for me not to. Which is annoying, because like we were friends for so long. This is like the first time, I think in like since March, that I went like a full 48 hours without texting him, because when we were friends we would like update each other all the time about our days, like crazy, and I'm obviously still like in the processing of it, but I can say with like full confidence that I'm okay, and I'm actually doing really good. I made plans for next week. Like things are going on that I'm happy about and I'm excited about. Like, I think 3-4 days ago I would have been so sad. You know, like I was so sad, and I think I processed everything effectively. Couple notes, like the gifts he got me, like Build-A-Bears we built together and stuff like that, and I still have the bouquet of flowers he bought me on my wall, because once again I still see value in the things he got me. That is a beautiful bouquet. The Build-A-Bears are expensive and I love them. That's my debriefing. This hair clip is hanging on by nothing. I might have lunch and then play some Pokemon, but also I kind of want my friend to come over, but also I'm trying to learn how to be alone again, so it's a double-edged sword. But nonetheless, I had lunch and ramen. It was mid. It was okay. But with the leftover peaches I had from the library, I didn't feel like actually eating them, so I made them into a peach vanilla milkshake. And what else did I do? Ooh! Oh, I like that. I did my makeup because I'm going to work. My friend couldn't come over today, which is probably the best, so I'm gonna work at 3 to close, which is 7 hours. That's not that. 8 hours, which is fine. I need to work so bad. I barely worked this week, so I'm gonna work and do good and gonna do amazing things. I picked up another shift Sunday, so easy dubs. I did my makeup. I think I look really yummy. I'm gonna go make myself some food so I have things to eat while on shift, because that's where like I get so drained at work, is because I forget that food does something to you, essentially. So I'm gonna drink water right now. I'm just gonna hydrate myself as much as I can. Since it is hot, it's like, it is, that's my heart rate. I was like, no freaking way it's 132. It's 104 outside. It's a little toasty. It's not as bad as it was a couple days ago, which is good. So I'm gonna go lock in and make myself some food. Peanut butter and jelly, probably my cherries, maybe drink a liquid IV, and then we'll go. Guys, it's actually the next day. It's a full 24 hours later from this vlog, but I'm gonna end it here on like literally
no photographic evidence and just yapping, essentially. I went to work because my work bestie picked up a shift. Okay, so I changed my availability to mornings at my work, at my job. And then they didn't adjust my schedule, so I was like, guys, can we adjust my schedule? And they're like, yeah. So they took off the shift on Friday, which that was yesterday. My work bestie thought I was still working like the 11 to 5 or whatever was scheduled. So she picked up a 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. so she could work 6 hours with me. Guess who was on the schedule? And she's like, Evie. I was like, so I worked. I ended up picking up like a 3 to close. And it was great. Actually, baller time. Up until 9 p.m. Tell me when my ex came through the line. Why are you here, sir? So fun fact for the class. I'm not trying to be like angry because this is supposed to be like a lighthearted video, but he worked at our location and then he moved when we started dating. So this location is the most inconveniencing location away from his place because there's like 7 other of these shops where we live. Why are you here? So that was annoying, and I was just kind of in a daze. I was like, bro, I didn't take his order, but I did like I talked to him like in the sense I went, you couldn't have gone to any other location, because it's like, bro, too soon, bro. Nonetheless, I was okay. Shockingly, I was okay. Besides like gagged, I was okay. So that was it. And then me, work bestie, and another coworker went out to dinner, and then we hang out at my place. It was great. I had a great time. So it's today. I worked today, and that's all I have to say. Actually, this was a fulfilling time of my life. I don't know if I have much videos to show, but nonetheless, I got new lights, and life is on the up, and life will continue to be on the up, and I have so much hope for myself that life will be on the up. So that's it, chat. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know where my content's gonna go, so I'm not gonna be like, leave a comment what you want to see next, unless you want to see more from me. Like, I don't know, I really like the lifestyle vlogs, but honestly it's such an oversaturated market, so I don't know. I just want to do like, this is me, unfiltered, raw, but who the F knows. So nonetheless, I'll see you around AF. So